Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new trade week episode. Last week, I just a break-even week. Took two trades. Two of them were break-even. When I could also take some profits out with these two trades. So also some feedback to me and some missed trades that had a lot of gains when I was sleeping. So yeah. So the first one was Ethereum USD Tether. I took it on USD actually. But yeah, it's the same one. So what can we see on the weekly? We can see we are bullish with this first leg, second leg, third leg, this fourth leg coming back a little bit, but this didn't broke this last low. So for me, it was still, uh, yeah, moving for more upside momentum. Then I took my horizontal line here at these daily lows also, and I saw at this daily lows from this daily zone I could see on the weekly that we had some very clear buying zone buyers. So we had that very big, nice push to the upside. So we could have that again also. So we had also here that support, 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 and then this low here that could act like support for potential more upside momentum. The only thing we could see is that we have here, because we had here a small break of this higher low, that we can make this um, kind of shoulder one here, head, shoulder two within this resistance here, with this nice supply and demand zone here. If you took your horizontal line here, you can see the buyers are sitting much lower here, and it's much more a better zone with this resistance here also. So this weekly supply and demand zone is a better region to take along on. But yeah, we were still bullish for me, and we had our horizontal line, so we could take the trade. So now I will delete this and we will go to the daily. So I will go to the daily. And what can you see on the daily? This is the clear pattern we had here, that first leg, second leg, third leg, and then the fourth leg coming correctively back. As you can see, impulse is the third leg, and then we are coming here correctively to the downside for potentially till a daily minus 27. So we are at this daily lows here, higher low, and we rejected from that every time, like here. And then I was looking on the 4-hour, okay, what can we receive here? We had here deceleration, and we didn't close yet under that 4-hour black horizontal line, so I could take my trade. We had here that that first candle, second candle is a blue candle, one in between is okay, and then we could take our limit on the fourth candle. We went to the upside. I was sleeping. It was around 1 o'clock, midnight. I had an early shift, so I needed to wake up early. And yeah, I didn't saw it here, so I didn't took profits here because I was sleeping, and we just didn't tap these daily highs here because I just took my TP at these daily highs. And yeah, it was around for I think it would be around for around 3%, and it just didn't tap it, so it was a shame. I took this with 0.5% because crypto trades I will take with 0.5% because they are more volatile, and that's the reason why I take this with 0.5%. So yeah, and then the trade went back to break even. So it was a good trade to take, but we just didn't tap our daily zone, and our 4-hour TP we were sleeping, so nothing to do about it. Then Euro USD. If you go on Euro USD on the weekly, what can you see on the weekly? We are still clearly bullish. We had here that potential same high, same lows. You didn't do that. We had here our fib. We had here our small shoulder one, head, shoulder two, went to the upside. So then we had here our fib completion from this low till this high, minus 27 was against us, but we were bullish, and we had our supply and demand zone with us, this resistance that also here has resistance that can become support. We had our candle close here, which was a little bit rejecting from that ascending trend line here, a first touch, second touch, third touch. So we had here this smaller bullish M that could play out. And now this week we had a very nice rejection, so you can count this as a bullish candle close because the body is closing very small and the wick is very high, you know. It came very high back to the downside and it closed yeah, very high the upside. So then I went to the daily, and what you saw on the daily was you had your bigger pattern, you had your bullish M here, or you could see this also as your shoulder one here, head, shoulder two, and then you had here also your bigger bullish M pattern within a pattern. Only thing we need to be careful for was this daily IC. We didn't tap it because I drew here my daily zone at this previous structure support that could become resistance to that the trade could not play out, but we could take it on the 4 hours still. And then my daily TP was at this daily previous highs because we are still making here this lower lows, lower highs. So yeah, then I went to the 4 hour, and on the 4 hour, what could you see? You had here your shoulder one, head, shoulder two. I didn't count this wick of this low here because yeah, this was for me the shoulder one, head, shoulder two, and this wick not. So I just took it. And the conversation I had on this trade was, it was on Thursday, and I took the trade and we went break even here. This was a 1% region. So if I do it like this, around here was the 1% region. Yeah, it was around 1%, I guess. And yeah, I wanted to take it break even, but then I was implementing some new backtesting things. And yeah, on an inverted and shoulders and bullish M, I want to take break even on a minus 27. And yeah, I just had that conversation because I didn't test it enough. And yeah, I was just not implementing it yet. And then yeah, we went to the minus 27. Then we could go break even. Then we could take some partials for around 2.2%. And then we could take a trade out at 3.6% there. So this could be a 3% trade for me and not a break even trade. So that's feedback to me that I yeah, needed to backtest it more. I was backtesting it, but yeah, not enough. So to implement that. So yeah, then I had some missed trades, so I will go over the missed trades because I took only 2 trades. So NZD is a missed trade. This was around 3 a.m. I was sleeping back then, so I couldn't take this trade, so nothing to do about it. So on the weekly, what can you see? I had here also some small conversation about the weekly, because the weekly was for me here clearly bullish with this bullish M. But then if you look on the line chart, you can see here this shoulder one, head, shoulder two, and then we came back for that bearish W to play out. So actually we were bearish because this wick here didn't come over this high, So we had an head and shoulders with the bearish W. So this was a pattern within a pattern. And what could you see on the daily? You had here your bearish W. The only thing that you could not take here is some traders took it. The third leg, so this is the first leg, second leg, third leg is way more corrective than the fourth leg. The fourth leg is coming way more impulsive than the third leg. So I needed to have a reversal pattern or a confirmation pattern on the 4 hour. And what did you receive on the 4 hour? This was just diesel, not a pattern. And that's why I didn't took it. Maybe I could took it on my demo or something. But then I want to take a bearish W trade. And this was the first leg, second leg, third leg, here, fourth leg coming till a previous structure low, and this could become resistance with the descending trend line holding the price down. So this could be a trade I could be in, but yeah, it was around 3 a.m. that I could enter this trade, or around 3 a.m. I was sleeping. I had a morning shift, so I couldn't take this, so nothing to blame about. And then this trade is running for around 1.82%. I will take it break even then if I were in it at the minus 27 and take partials at the minus 60.80. So this was under the GPY, then GBP CAD. So this GBP CAD we could take here previous week, previous week Friday, this deceleration, and then I will go just to the weekly. It will be more clear than just to the weekly. So on the weekly, we had this bullish M. Within that, we have a smaller bullish M. As you can see, we had also the shoulder 1, had shoulder 2. Bam. We had that weekly bullish candle close, which is nice. So you had here 4 of the 4 weekly criteria aligning. You had your fib, your trend, your horizontal line here, your supply and demand zone that was sitting around here like this. As you can see, buyers, 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 buyers. Then also some here resistance, support. So very nice to see. Then on the daily, you had your bigger bullish M. So it's your first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg coming back. Then you had your pattern within a pattern, shoulder 1 here, head, shoulder 2. Very nice. So we could trade this trade. And on that daily zone, you could take here your deceleration. If you took your daily zone at the daily lows, I guess it was. So if you take here like this, or you could take your shoulder 1 a little bit bigger like this. We could choose, then it would be just falling into it. So yeah, it was very impulsively coming back, but you could still trade it. And then you could also trade here this diesel, the next scale in. So we had 2 scale ins that week, which didn't play out. Yeah, only this one played out. This diesel till daily highs for around 2.9%, 1/3 out. And then this could be a break even, and then the price went touching his daily lows and went back up to the upside. So now it can play out. Potentially it will play out because we already had here this slowing down of the price here, this clear support region where we had here some clear resistance support. So and you have that ascending trend line here holding the price up. So I think we could go to the upside with this daily bullish candle close. Maybe we can make here this bullish M here, and then potentially shoulder 1, head shoulder 2. Yeah, which could be again a pattern within that bigger daily pattern. So then GBP AUD, this was a very nice trade. I missed it. It was a shame because it was around 3 a.m. I will go over on the weekly. So on the weekly, what can you see? We are still bullish. We could make here this natural M, same highs, same lows. We could take that, but we already made it here, same highs, same lows. So I expected it not to make again this same highs, same lows here. So we were bullish. We had our bullish weekly impulsive candle close, so it was a very nice indication. You had your fib from the low here to the high, 61.80 got touched. Then you have your daily, and on the daily, what did you see? What could we see? Is that we had here our bigger bullish M. You had your bigger bullish M. Price was coming more corrective here also. Impulse corrective, so then you could take here maybe a trade, and then we went back to the upside. We didn't come back to our daily highs, we just didn't tap it here, and this was still valid to trade at bullish M. So you had your bigger bullish M, then you had your smaller bullish M. So the pattern within a pattern. So I took my fib from the low here till the high, and I had here an IC between the blue candles, which is working like a magnet. I could draw my whole daily zone at this whole body. And then I went to the 4-hour, and what could you see on the 4-hour? It was a diesel trade. You had here your first candle, second candle, third candle. This closed bullish, so I could take my limit on the diesel box here, and then we went to the upside, took some partials and out here, and at the daily TP. So this was a trade for around 7.4%. So with that partial staking at the 4-hour and daily TP, it would be around 5-6%, something like that. So very nice trade. I missed because I was sleeping. It was around 3 a.m. So I had the morning shift, nothing to do about it. Very nice trade with that ascending trend line also here protecting the price. Then Euro AUD, this was the last one. Also the same kind of scenario. We had our bullish M on the weekly, first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg. Then we went to almost the weekly highs. What could we see? We had here also a pattern within a pattern. Shoulder 1 had shoulder 2 was touched. Weekly previous candle close was very bullish. We came back all the way and closed back bullish. So this was a very nice indication that the bulls are in power from that shoulder 1 region here. And then I went to the daily, and what I saw on the daily was, again, we had here a pattern within a pattern. We had our same highs. We could expect the same lows, which we just didn't tap it here. And then after that, we made a bullish M. So we could trade also that bullish M. And on that bullish M, we had here our deceleration. But the thing was, the best looking trade was GBP AUD. This one was looking way more better than Euro AUD because we could have here some kind of triple top, some kind of, this could also be, if I look back, same highs here. You could also expect same lows. So GBP AUD was also looking better. It was looking better. So this was my trade recap. I hope you liked it. A shame that some trades I couldn't take because I was sleeping back then, and also the Ethereum trade that was just not touching my daily high zone, and EURUSD that I had to more backtest to implement some new strategy, some new partial staking things. So yeah, this was my trade recap. So have a nice trading week and see you next week. Bye.